Hello guys, today we're gonna do a new video and it's about a fishing guide in the Shadowlands. In this video I will show you which type of fish, where you can fish and which fish you need for the feasts. Let's start in Orioles. At this NPC you can learn the skill fishing. After that you can go to this NPC next to him and see the different type of baits there are. Also you can buy a fishing rod, you don't have to because it doesn't really matter. Every bait you can use for a specific type of fish, but more of that later during the fishing. Please note you don't need baits to get all the fish, but it's more helpful and it goes faster if you use them. In this video we'll be focusing on the feasts. As you can see there are two feasts in Shadowlands. Left you see the big feast and right you see the small feast. For the left big feast we need 10 piranhas, 10 pike and 5 Elysian tade. On the right we have the small feast, we need 5 amberjack and 5 pocket bonefish. Now we can go and start fishing. Our first zone will be Bastion. We can find Elysian tade and silver grill pike. Okay, for Bastion we go to this fly point. We have arrived at our first location. If you want to know the exact location, you can find the coordinates bottom right. So for people who don't know, in your profession book there's an icon of a fishing rod. You can drag it into your action bar. You just click it in your action bar and you can start fishing. You will see and hear when you have a fish on your line. Make sure to click your float to catch the fish. Like this. Now we just caught our first fish, but this fish we don't need for the feast, but still we can use it for other food, so please take it. This fish you will see in every zone in Shadowlands and that's why you usually use bait. This is a pike we need for feast. As you can see I didn't use any bait, because this fish is pretty common. I have trouble catching Elysian tade. Here we use bait to increase our chances to catch this uncommon fish. Elysian tade is the most difficult and hardest fish to catch, so if you don't get it a lot, don't worry, it's normal. So we catched all the fish in Bastion. Let's go to the next zone, Maldrexis. We take this fly point. Hey, we arrived again. Well, this spot is not the most common. I like this spot a lot personally, so that's why I show you this one. You can see the coordinates at the bottom right again. So in Maldrexis we go for the fish called pocket bonefish. Keep in mind, this fish is not for the big feast, but only for the small feast. As you can see, we catch this fish pretty often. You don't have to use a bait, but we still recommend doing it, because it still increases your chances on getting the fish you want. So we're finished here and we go to the next zone, Ardenweald. This is the fly point we take. Now I noticed I'm Night V and I have a different fly point. If you're not Night V, your fly point should be a little bit to the right. We are here. This one is pretty close to the fly point. You can see the coordinates again at the bottom right. The fish that we farm here is called amberjack. This fish also we only need for the small feast. We got one after a couple of tries, but as you can see, my friend and I, it's like 50-50 without a bait. So I decided to use a bait to increase my chances again. After a couple of tries, you can see our chances increases from 50-50 to 25-75, or maybe even higher. In general, we always recommend using a bait if you're gonna fish for a longer period of time. We're finished here and we go to the last and next zone, Riven Draft, where we fish piranhas. We take this fly point on the map. We have arrived at our final destination. You can check the coordinates again at the bottom right for the exact location. So like I said, at our last place we fish piranhas. We need this for the big feast. Usually piranhas are like 50-50 for me. And again, we recommend using a bait for this to increase your chances. Of course, these are places we picked. There are more places in Shadowlands where you can fish in every zone. You can find your own favorite fishing spot if you want. It's all fine. This was just a basic guide to show you where to fish and how to fish and which fish we need for the feast. For the people in guilds, you can go to Oribos and put the fish in the guild bank. The guild bank is located right here, next to the Great Vault on the map. Once you put the fish in, you can let your guild members know what you did, what you fished, or you make the feast yourself. It's up to you. This was just a basic guide on how to fish in Shadowlands. Hope you enjoyed and hope you learned something. See you in the next video. Bye bye.